Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Residents of Evil. Thank you all so much for joining us on this, Thursday, as we host Capcom's online program at Tokyo Game Show 2022. Thank you all so much for joining us. We have over 1,200 people here. We appreciate it. I hope you guys are as excited as we are. Hopefully, we'll see some Resident Evil 4 Remake gameplay. I don't know for sure, but I do know that Capcom is going to have Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, Street Fighter, Exoprimal, Monster Hunter, and Mega Man. So to everybody joining, thank you so much. I am joined by the ROE team today. I have ROE team member Tony.
It's too early for this.
It is way too early for this. And I have ROE team member Baggy Bag Bag.
It's never too early for this. What's up, guys?
We got both perspectives here. And then lastly, we have our newest ROE team member. Everybody, let's give a very warm welcome to Andrew. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you. I think I'm in the early category as well.
yeah. I'm still in my pajamas. My camera locked up, so I'm going to reset that real quick. But guys, before we begin today, the event is at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, so in 22 minutes. For the next 20 minutes, we are going to talk about what we would like to see, what we're looking forward to. I want you guys to engage in the chat as well with what you're looking forward to. Let us know. And then once the event goes live, we'll be watching and reacting to that. And then after that, depending on what showcase for Resident Evil, we'll be breaking it down and discussing it. So to everybody joining, thank you guys so much. Thank you for almost 500 likes already before we even begin. Greatly appreciate that. That is crazy. So if you guys enjoy this, please hit that like button. Helps the channel a ton. And I want to before I fix my camera, I want to give a huge shout out to Alkanoff for a $2 super chat, kicking off the super chats. Thank you so much, man. He says, ROE Squad, what's up for everyone? Hyped for this. Hell yeah, brother. I would not be up this early if I was not hyped for this as well. And I'm sure the rest of the team can agree, except for Beggy. I think she's a morning person.
Sometimes. When I am, I'm the best.
You're the best, yeah.
Sure.
Elise with 1 gifted ROE Squad membership. Thank you so much. Grow the ROE. We appreciate that support, and let's welcome our new ROE Squad member to the team. And then we got Hector, resident member for 5 months, ROE Squad Alpha team, the winning team, and he's got some chicken and some eyes. Thank you so much, Hector, resident. And if you guys want to chat for a minute, I'm going to go below my computer here, unplug my camera, replug it in, but I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
This is the one video I can watch. It's only 2:30. Yeah, this is the one event of the year that we have to be conscious of, kind of like what time zone everyone's at, depending on whether you're in Europe or Japan or the United States, and basically catch it whenever it comes. And for us, it's, 8, 7, 9 a.m. So good stuff.
I didn't even know there was a 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found out about it yesterday.
Yeah, if anyone is unaware, so they have basically an all-day event today. Capcom, I believe, is up now. I don't think they're first. I think Xbox went first. And they showcased some stuff. I didn't have time to watch that yet. But after this, there's going to be games throughout the day. We're going to be just doing the Capcom portion. But there's going to be more tomorrow, and then it goes throughout the weekend. So the first, I believe, few days are for their online showcase of everything coming out, and then the rest of the days is for developers and insiders to test out the newest games. So they usually have a bunch of demos at booths and everything. But I got my camera working, so to everybody joining, guys, thank you very much. I want to start today. I'm going to pass this along, but I want to start with what are you looking forward to most? Not necessarily what do you think they're going to showcase, but what are you most looking forward to seeing from this event? We'll start with Tony.
Well, obviously Resident Evil stuff. I'd like to see like what this whole Rose DLC thing is about, but I also really want to see what they're doing with Street Fighter. I want to see if we're gonna get a new character trailer before anybody accidentally leaks it or something, because that's been a problem that Capcom's had lately with the leaks. But I mean, it's Capcom related, so I'm just excited to kind of see anything they do, because from what they were showing the other day, it looks like they got a decent lineup of things they want to talk about. So things we might already know, but it'd be interesting to see what gets added since the last time we've seen anything from any of these games.
What in particular for Resident Evil are you looking forward to the most? I know we have Village VR, Resident Evil 4 VR, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Village DLC, and then within the DLC we have the third-person mode and the Winters DLC. So out of that, what are you looking forward to the most, Tony?
Probably RE4 remake at this point, because that we only got like a small little taste of. So I really want to see more. I want to see more of the characters. I want to see like a full Ada Wong reveal and a little bit more gameplay too. Because cinematics are nice. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see a little bit more how the game will play and what it's going to look like in engine. You know?
Yeah, we've only gotten little snippets in the trailer that they showcased of gameplay, enough to just give you kind of like an atmospheric walking, but we haven't got like any combat or anything, so I agree. How about you, Beggy? What are you looking forward to the most?
Lots of stuff, honestly. I was really pleased with what we saw initially. I love that they were able to incorporate all of their different colors into the trailer, the lush green of the forest, the kind of like moody blue tone as opposed to the original brown tones of the original RE4. So those I want to see brought out to their fullest potential. I want to see a little bit more backstory, if possible, if they're kind of leaning towards that. As we saw from some sources earlier this year, they want to flesh out a little bit more of the secondary characters, whether that's like Ashley, Krauser, Louise, Sarah, any of these characters. If they add more to them, that would be like very welcome. And I want them to kind of develop the thematic connection between Las Plagas and Darkness. Spoilers for a video that's coming pretty soon. More because I think they're playing into that darkness and the horror element because they want to strengthen that connection between this version of Las Plagas as opposed to what we saw in RE3 Remake. It's very often speculated, it has been often speculated by people in the Resident Evil community and outside of it, based on RE3 Remake's director, Sakata, that parasite, which is an RE3 remake, was actually an artificial attempt at creating Las Plagas.
Yeah, I
He
seen
did
that.
reveal to us that it was an artificial attempt at recreating something that was a naturally residing parasite. And if that's true, this could set us up to have a 3 remake with an artificial recreation, a 4 remake with a naturally occurring parasite, Las Plagas, and then possibly if they decide to do a 5 remake, that can give us that perfected best of both worlds, a little bit of artificial Plagas and a little bit of the indigenous Plagas, and that would be a nice way to kind of tell the story of evolution from 3 to 4 to 5. But yeah, I would love to see some kind of even just tease at what Plagas would look like in the RE engine. And I guess I'll leave it at that. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. Yeah. GJ, I think you're actually muted.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad, my bad. I was saying that yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm looking forward to seeing the Lost Plagas in the RE engine. I know it's gonna look terrifying, and I hope to see that as well. Also, early on in development, shortly after Resident Evil 3, they did say that they wanted to tie in the Nemesis AE Parasite with the Lost Plagas. So we'll see if that's still going to be the case, but I like the fact that you want to build an add-on to the lore and tie them in together. We'll see if they put enough thought and time into it to do that, if that's still the case, but we'll see here shortly. And then I said to our newest ROE team member, Andrew, what are you most excited for this event?
I think I'm in that Resident Evil 4 boat. That's just a game I used to play a lot of when I was younger. So it'll be fun to see what they do when it's released. So I don't
Yeah.
know too many details about it, but I've been following it here and there. So kind of curious to see how they're going to make it a little darker, I guess, and horrific than the original game.
Yeah, since actually, Andrew, and if you guys in the chat could let us know how our audio levels are to make sure that we're all balanced, we would appreciate it before the event begins. So please let us know in the chat. But because we have not got your thoughts on it, Andrew, you were you a fan of the original Resident Evil 4 when it came out? What is your experience with
Oh, yeah.
Resident Evil 4?
I used to I used to have a little tiny TV like this big,
Yeah.
and when we would go up north, I'd just bring that and the GameCube with us, and I'd be playing it on a little screen this big, and I can't even tell you how many times I've beaten that game. Um,
It was a
I
lot of fun.
I know, yeah, I know a lot of the people that like the original series don't really like it. It never really bothered me. I know the concept of sending a guy to send the president's daughter and save her with a handgun, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, but it was just such a cool action game, you know.
Yeah, and I like the way you say it. It's an action game. It was like the more action take on Resident Evil. It was different. I remember when I first came out, I was not really a fan of the direction it went, but it was a lot of fun, and I eventually came around to falling in love with it. But it was definitely a fun action game, and I mean, it's Leon S. Kennedy. You can send him in with a knife, and he'll save the day. He's like Capcom's action hero. So I guess with this remake, because we've got now Resident Evil 2, we've got Resident Evil 1 remake, we've got Resident Evil 2 remake, and we got Resident Evil 3 remake. If you could pick your ideal remake for Resident Evil 4 in the style of a previously made Resident Evil game, which style would you go with? A very faithful 1, a reimagining 2, or like a 3?
I would say 2.
2? Yeah, I agree. And
Yeah.
Tony and Baggy, do you guys agree that if they are going to remake Resident Evil 4, hopefully it plays, they take the time and attention and care to it that they did with the Resident Evil 2 remake?
I kind of hope it's kind of a mix of the original Resident Evil 1 remake and Resident Evil 2 remake, where Resident Evil 1 style, it plays and kind of has the same feel as the original Resident Evil 4, but also take the RE2 approach and don't be afraid to do things differently, give time to more characters, and like the Big Cheese and Salazar, and add some extra stuff, like more time with Louise in the game, and more time to Ada as well. I think that there's room for improvement over the original RE4 that you can add, while also not totally overhauling it and keeping it like what people liked about RE4, the original, in general.
Yeah. Agreed. How about you, Baggy? What style would you like to see it in?
Definitely the 2 remake style combined with a little bit of 1, because I think it's great that they played up the cinematic elements of RE2 remake, and they really made something special out of all of the secondary characters. Characters like Marvin, Ada, Irons, like all of these characters have more depth to them in terms of like their acting and their performances, and I feel like they have a really good chance at nailing the performances and the depictions of Krauser here. They have a good chance of kind of it makes you wonder what they're going to do for like Salazar, for characters that are a little bit sillier, campier, how they're going to work that into this new kind of more focused, real approach that they've gone with for the RE2 remake. So characters like Salazar, Chief Mendez, they could definitely build off of a lot, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, definitely. I guess I'm with you guys on that. I'm looking forward to seeing gameplay from Resident Evil 4 the most. I don't necessarily think that that's going to be the focus of this. I think it is going to be the Resident Evil Village DLC, which I'm also excited to see a little bit more from. But I would like to see Resident Evil 4 remake gameplay. And I will say that if I had to pick anything else, that's my top priority, and I know that they potentially could show some Resident Evil Village VR because it's coming out for the PSVR 2, and don't get me wrong, I'm super stoked for that. I'm a huge VR advocate, but when you show gameplay from VR, it's not the same as playing it yourself. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, I get it. It's cool gameplay, but you got to play it yourself. So I'm, looking forward to seeing that, but I would much rather see gameplay from Resident Evil 4. But if I had to pick, what else would I love to see if I just had, my dream TGS, I would love to see what a lot of these rumors suggest, that potentially Konami's got something with Silent Hill and Metal Gear. I also would like to see a Dino Crisis remake. I know that's not going to happen, but like between those three, that's the
Yeah.
other three things that I would be excited for to see from this event. It's not Capcom related. Dino Crisis is, but yeah. So in the chat too, guys, let us know what, not necessarily what will be here, but what you look forward to seeing the most. I mean, if we talk about that, then I could go on all day about an Outbreak remake, maybe Code Veronica, Resident Evil. Yeah. But we got some more support in the chat here, so I'm going to read that real quick. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Throughout the event, we'll be taking breaks to read that so that we're not reading it during the event, but we appreciate the support. So we got Mason R. Welcome to Row Squad Recruit, a new sign-up. Thank you so much for joining the team. Spam those custom emojis. You've unlocked them. And let's all welcome Mason to the Row Squad. We got
Welcome,
Levi.
Mason.
Welcome, Mason.
Ooh.
Levi C's with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Levi. I was already up for work, but I actually get to watch this. Heck yeah, love you guys. Thank you, Levi. We appreciate having you here. Thank you for that support. Glad you could catch it before work. McBrew, member for 9 months. Rose Squad Recruit, thank you for almost a year, McBrew. Sold the house last night and 8 weeks, no smoking. Hell yeah. Congratulations on the house and selling the house and no smoking. That's awesome. Tough to do. That's an achievement, man. We got Kyle Alexander with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Kyle, for the support. Konami better give us a new Silent Hill. A new Silent Hill, that would be cool too. Yeah, definitely be excited to see that. We got, real quick, a little off topic, but to the Silent Hill, we got Resident Evil 4 Remake, Dead Space Remake, Callisto Protocol, the new Alone in the Dark. Silent Hill, where you at? We're waiting for you, Konami. Let's go. We got Jericho J Says with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Jericho. Recovering from COVID, but Row Squad hype. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you kicked COVID's ass, man. Thanks for coming by. I'm glad you're recovering. Got Sabrina Sanctuary of Scars, member for 13 months, Row Squad Recruit. Thank you for over a year, Sabrina. We appreciate that. Excited for Resident Evil 4 Remake news. Welcome to the Row, Andrew. Yes, Andrew, welcome to the Residents of Evil. I guess we can kind of use that super chat there to kind of give a little context about you, Andrew. You're now officially a Residents of Evil team member. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself? We got some time.
Yeah. So I am from Michigan as well, and I went to school in Florida, Full Sail University. I got my film degree. From there, I moved back home after school. I worked on some stuff when the tax incentives were still in Michigan. So I worked on a couple things and then moved out to Los Angeles for about a year. Did a few things out there, didn't really like it. So I moved back home, figure out what I want to do next, and I ended up here in Utah. So that is where I'm currently at.
And
but yeah.
You're also working on the Resident Evil fan film, The Keeper's Diary, a biohazard story, which is looking super cool. I'm loving all the stuff you got coming out. You got an interview with the cast, Charlie, and then you got the original cast you got together of the original Resident Evil 1996 live action intro, Charlie, Greg, and Eric, which was probably one of the coolest things I've seen within the Resident Evil community, because I grew up with that game, and seeing them together after all these years reminiscing about their time, as they were acting in that was amazing. And you got some other cool things coming out too, which we won't spoil, but lots of cool stuff you got coming up. And definitely look forward to working with you. A lot of really cool content we're going to make together between the team for the Resident Evil community. So, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that little bit of context, a little backstory on you. Again, if you have not seen the news yesterday, Andrew is our latest member of the Residents of Evil. He's going to be helping with coordinating events and interviews, so expect a lot of that in the future and some other cool things he's working on. Definitely after this, check out his teaser trailer for The Keeper's Diary, a biohazard story. It's on the channel. All right, move along.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks
Go ahead.
for having me. No, thanks for having me, and it's good to be a part of the team. So.
Hell yeah. We got Lil Han Han, member for 5 months. Recruit, thank you for almost half a year, Lil Han Han. Day off, and it's only 14:30. I am so happy right now. Oh, congratulations on your day off. That's amazing. I do got to go to work later, but I do have the day off. I might not go. We'll see. We'll see how this event goes. Mortal Terror RE, member for 18 months. Row Squad Bravo team. Thank you for over a year, almost 2 years, Mortal Terror. Y'all think Lewis will make it, or will Sadler still gore him with his yeah? What do you guys think? You think Lewis is going to live a little longer in the remake?
I think it's tradition for him to die that way because Ben Bertolucci died that way, and he was the insider character of RE2. He got like gored by the G embryo that came out of his chest.
Yeah.
And RE4, he dies by getting gored by the tentacle from Sadler. So
Sadler.
I feel like it would be tradition to kill him that way, but I would like him to live a little bit longer.
Yeah, same. All right.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see him be a little bit more involved in the story, I guess.
I agree. I like Lewis. I'd
Yeah.
like to see him working together with Leon a little bit more.
Yeah.
I liked him in 4. It's just, it was short lived. What did he?
Yeah.
The only interactions you had with him was the shootout, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, Leon. Oh, I forgot it." And then when he comes back, he dies. Like there was only those 3 or
There are
4.
a few
Yeah,
times.
like like there was that part like where like he's like he's like Leon, I got it. Oh shit, I must have dropped it. Like he dropped it. Like that's small part right there. So yeah, there wasn't much of him, and I hope that if there is a mercenaries mode in this game, I pray that they add him to it because I think it was a damn shame they didn't add him to the last one.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true. And I was talking to someone about how in the trailers that we've seen thus far, Ashley is running around in environments and little scenes and probably gameplay sequences that we haven't had yet. So I wonder if Lewis is going to be playable during some of the gameplay segments of the
That would be
remake.
cool.
That would be a great way to directly involve him, play as him, use his Red 9, blast up some Ganados. That would be really fun. I like that.
Can't wait for that. Sounds epic. I can't wait. Oh, let's hope we get something today. We got Oliver Doctor. Welcome to Row Squad Recruit. Thank you for becoming a member. Spam those custom emojis. You've unlocked them. Let's all welcome Oliver Doctor to the Row Squad. Thank you, Oliver. We got Tax Senpai, member for 8 months. Row Squad Bravo team. Thank you for almost a year. Have you got the Spyro G Fuel? I got mine the other day. It's so good. No, but a lot of people have been telling me it's really good, and I'm gonna see if I can get one. If not, I'm probably just gonna buy it because you're not the first person to tell me that. But thank you for letting me know because I do want to try it. And to that, I do want to let you guys know G Fuel is 30% off this weekend with code ROE, ROE. So if you guys would like to get some G Fuel, they have Resident Evil flavors, Mortal Kombat, other Capcom games like Mega Man, Spyro. It's really good stuff. It's a healthier alternative to energy drinks. Check it out, gfuel.com. Link is in the description. And like I said, this weekend, use our code ROE, R-O-E, at checkout, and you get a discount on the entire store. So thank you for that. We got Gordon Wade with a $2. Thank you, Gordon Wade, for the support. Much love, Row Squad. Hope they announce Resident Evil 2 demake. You want to see him demake? That's already out, buddy. It's on the PlayStation 1. Hell yeah. Tactical Core Gaming, welcome to Row Squad Bravo team. Thank you so much for your support. Spam those custom emojis, and let's all welcome Tactical Core Gaming to the Row Squad. Thank you for that. Also,
you.
guys, if you want, we have Resident Evil 4 remake themed emojis, so make sure to spam them once the event begins. We also have village emojis, so we'll just get like a wall of hype in the chat. And then Tactical Core Gaming. Did I just read that one? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Tactical Core Gaming. Welcome to the Row Squad Bravo team. Sorry if I just read that, but thank you so much for your support. And that's why I said the emojis. It kind of threw me off because the next one here from Nero Redwood is a $50 super chat. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Nero. Everybody give a round of applause to Nero in the chat for that incredibly generous super chat. The first big donation of the night. We greatly appreciate that, man. He says, hey, Row Squad. Hope you are having a great morning. I ended up subbing to Pablo Kuntz's channel and have been watching the RE1 playthrough he did with his son. He will always be the OG Wesker. Hopefully we get a demo announcement for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I hope so. But Andrew, you got to talk with Pablo. That must have been super cool.
Yeah, super nice guy, down to earth. I just like enjoying having conversations with these people, So a lot of times we go off topic and talk a little bit more than Resident Evil, but he was a very nice guy, and he had a very, very good, a lot of input about his experience, and his experience was actually pretty similar to, Greg, Eric, and Charlie's, as in they didn't really know a whole lot about what was going on when they were doing it, so
yeah, right.
It was just interesting to hear.
It was a great podcast, highly recommend, and you did a great job with that, Andrew. And the editing, too. Editing was really well done. Last one I'm going to read for right now, and then I'm going to come back to these because it's starting in 10 seconds. But Jimmy the Zombie, welcome to Rose Squad Alpha Team. Spam those custom emojis. You've unlocked them, and let's all welcome Jimmy the Zombie to the Rose Squad. Thank you for that. All right, guys, the event's beginning. We'll read the rest here in a moment. All right, guys, here we go. If you could let us know how the audio levels are, we'd greatly appreciate it. I want to make sure you can hear the hear the event. All right, guys, I'm excited. Hype is building. Let's get the hype in the chat, guys. Monster Hunter.
Definitely the first thing they lead off with.
Oh, there's Village.
Yep, there's Village.
Oh, this is kind of like a small breakdown, I guess, of what they're going to be showing.
Yeah. And Mega Man. There you go, Tony. You're a Mega Man fan.
Yeah, Battle Network, baby.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Now I'm waking up.
Now he's up.
TGS2022 カプコンオンラインプログラムへようこそ。
It's all in Japanese.
本番組ではカプコンの最新タイトルの情報をお届けしていきます。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。まずはこちらのタイトルです。
Oh, they only got Japanese subtitles. I mean, it is Tokyo Game Show. It's in Japan, so it's gonna be Japanese. Do you guys know if there's an English one, or is it all Japanese?
I'm sure it might come out in like some English subtitles in the actual thing.
Yeah, usually they put it
無
at the
料タイト
bottom.
ルアップデート第
Right there
2
at the
弾
bottom where
バ
it's
ージョン
saying
12の最新情報をお届けいたします。まずはこちらの最新のプロ
Oh
モーシ
yeah,
ョン
it
映
says at
像
the
をご
bottom.
覧
I
くだ
got
さ
you.
い。
All right, I'll move off here so people can read it. Yeah, this is on alcohol reference. It's on Capcom USA. Get those dinosaurs in the chat.
You know, as much as like a lot of people complain about DLC and stuff like that, I gotta say Capcom has done Monster Hunter right for years. They do make you pay for some DLC, but they also give you so much free DLC, and I applaud them for that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
that's how
it is their biggest game as far as like sales and players.
yeah, it beats like record sales of Street Fighter 2. Now that means it's gotta be doing something right.
It looks fun.
It is. Monster Hunter is a great game, but it's definitely one of those games where you have to play with friends. By yourself, for me personally, it's not as fun.
Yeah. Oh, you can get a big corn.
Like they put a lot of detail into this game with the armor and weapons, and I always respected them for that for years.
That's good.
Various other paid DLC.
Best doggo.
This dude just got wrecked. It just makes you want to see an Outbreak game in this day and age, because Monster Hunter is kind of exactly what Resident Evil Outbreak is. You know, instead of fighting zombies in Raccoon City, you're fighting monsters out in the wild as a job.
Yeah.
A friend. So I'm
love
really hoping that Capcom wakes up to that idea in the future.
Me too.
It's just like we do want a multiplayer Resident Evil, just you know, it's Outbreak is the one that people want the most.
Oh, for sure.
無料タイトルアップデート第2弾バージョン12は9月29日木曜日に配信が決定しました。ここからはアップデートの詳しい内容をお伝えしていきます。最後までお楽しみください。
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see an Outbreak remake of some sort.
Oh yeah. In the same style as a Resident Evil 2 remake or Resident Evil 3 remake, over the shoulder and the new party engine Raccoon City with your friends online.
自身の
That'd be
分泌する
incredible.
活液を利用して滑るように動き、
That's
ガスを詰めた泡を操って
With all the
ターゲッ
remakes and
トを
stuff
追い
they're
詰めま
doing,
す。
that's honestly the one I would want
普
the
段はひょう
most.
ひょうとした動きで余裕を見せていま
Is
すが、
Outbreak.
ターゲットを
Veronica?
本気で排除す
Code
ると決めれ
Veronica
ば
would make the most sense,
そ
and
の
I
身に
do feel
ホ
like
ラをま
it's
とい
the
苛
real
烈な動
4 and
きで
4
周
is
辺一帯
5,
をホ
but
ムラの海へと変えま
but
す。
honestly, if I had to get greedy, I would say Outbreak.
そして モンスターハンター
Yeah,
フロンティアから
Outbreak just
復活
makes
する
more sense. And
極
think
左
about that
エ
too,
スピナ
right?
ス・アシュが
You
登
could
場し
make
ます
a bunch of
通常種のエス
events
ピナスよりもさらに攻
in
撃
those
的な個
games,
体で
and then you could add
最大の
missions
特徴
later
は
on, kind of
全
like
身の
like
力を
Monster
ためた後に
Hunter
放
and
た
other
れる
games
グ
that
レ
add
ス
missions to their
Yeah.
games.
その威力は
Like
ハ
that,
ンタ
that
ーを
would just
一
give
撃
you
で
a
力尽くさせるほどであると言われてい
wave
ま
of
す
DLC, and you could put out 3 copies.
キュリアとの共生の果て
And it
怪
would
異化を
work
克
so
服し
well
た
for
古竜の
Capcom
出
because
現が
again,
確認
it's
されま
working
した
for Monster Hunter, and this
怪
is
異克服
this
し
is
た
the
古竜大
multiplayer
名槌は
Resident Evil
新たなアクションや
players
形
want.
態を用い
Not
て
saying that, you know,
ハ
RE
ンター
versus
に
them
対
is
して
bad, but
より凄まじい攻撃を仕掛けてきます
need to stop chasing
強力な
trends
古竜の討伐に
that work
ぜ
for
ひ
other
挑戦
companies
してくだ
that
さい
might not work for your company.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they've
玉
been
光の
doing.
希少種
That's
と
true.
エスピナス・アシュは
They can
マスタ
still
ーラン
adapt
ク
to a lot of
10
the
以上
ideas they have, but with a game that
怪
a
異
lot
克
of
服
people
大
would
名
love
槌
to
は
see bring
マスターラン
back,
ク
brought back.
110以上でクエストが
Instead
開
of
放されま
instead of
す
the battle modes, and I know a lot of people
そ
love
の
the
素
battle
材から
modes, and
作り出
that's
される
awesome.
新
And
たな
they're
武
doing
器や
that,
防
but
具
I
のほ
would
か
love to have a
新スキルに
cooperative
もご期待く
multiplayer
だ
we
さい
get to work together through
バージョン12以降の
like
怪異調査クエスト関連のアップデート内容を簡単にご紹介します
Oh yeah.
怪異クエストの EX 星6が開放されゴアマガナやエスピナスなどの
Most
怪異
of
化
their
モンスター
attempts
が
at
追加に
creating
なります
multiplayer experiences now in Resident Evil are like
怪
a
異等級
DVD
クエスト
clone
の
or
レベ
Left
ル
4
上
Dead
限が
clone, but really it should
120 に
just
引
be
き
a
上げられ
Resident Evil
よ
with
り
more
緊張
people.
感のある
Yeah,
モ
It's
ンスター
never
との駆け
really
引
the
きを
spirit
楽
of
しんでいた
Resident
だけま
Evil
す
when they do multiplayer
解
with
放
a
されたレ
Resident
ベル
Evil
では
game. It's something
新しい
else.
怪異素材が手に
yeah,
入ります
yeah. They're like Tony said,
それら
kind
を
of
使え
copying
ば
trends.
武器の怪異スロットを拡張することが
Yeah,
で
and
きるよう
just
に
to
な
go
り
back to what they already
新たな
had,
強
I
化項目
think
も追加
fans
され
would
ま
love
す
it. I would love it. And now you guys are making me want to play Outbreak again.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
oh, we need to be louder.
今回か
Okay.
ら重ね着武器の新システムが実装されます
The video
武器の
audio.
見た目を
The
重ね着できるようになり
video down,
バージョン12までのほぼ全ての
I'll
武
turn
器
it
が
back up if
重
a
ね着武器と
Resident
して
Evil
登
does
場
get
します
shown.
お気に入りの組み合わせで修行に挑んでください
Okay.
今後も新たな有
They're
料
probably
ダウ
going
ン
to
ロー
show
ドコン
quite
テ
a
ン
bit
ツ
of
を
Monster
続
Hunter
々
as
追加
it's
していきます
sort of their
好評の
most
なりきり
popular
重ね着
game.
装備のほか
It's their bread and
先ほど
butter.
ご紹介させていただきました
And if you were wondering if you couldn't hear us, we were talking a lot about Outbreak and how we would love to see a remake of Outbreak or even like a File 3.
髪型
Yeah, just having that experience working together with your friends instead of fighting, you know, in like a death match, but actually working together in like a classic Resident Evil style, but with the modern controls and RE engine and all the possibilities with it would be endless. It would be
ウェ
amazing.
ブサイトでの公開を予定していますので情報更新をお待ちください
Yeah, I don't think like I'd want it like as close as like RE2 and RE3 remake have the camera. I'd want it kind of like way more in the back, kind of how they did like Outbreak originally.
I mean, if I could pick, I would love fixed camera angles too. I just figured for the modern day players, I don't think that's a trend they're doing anymore. But fixed camera angles were always will be my favorite.
引き続きアップデートを予定しています
I
Same.
think at one point they're gonna realize shit. We probably should go back and try to since people have been asking for it for like 20 years.
I hope so, but I doubt it, man. They're like onto the modern style now. Which, if I did have to pick a modern style, I'd probably prefer over the shoulder, over first person. Even though I actually did really enjoy the first person, it felt immersive. But I like the older over the shoulder they're doing with 4 and 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it back up.
バイオハザードシリーズの最新情報をお届けします
All right, here we go. Gold edition.
皆さんこんにちは。バイオハザードビレッジプロデューサーの神田です。2021年5月に発売されたバイオハザードビレッジ、邪悪と狂気に満ちる村を舞台に主人公イーサン・ウィンターズの結縮を描いた本作は全世界650万本を突破する大ヒットとなりました。ありがとうございます。そんなビレッジをさらに楽しめる3つのコンテンツが収録されたウィンターズエクスパンション、そして本編とセットになったバイオハザードビレッジゴールドエディションがいよいよ来月発売されます。まずは最新のゲームプレイ映像をご覧ください。
Awesome. New gameplay. Here we go.
追加 DLC 一つ目のコンテンツはファンからの要望が多かったサードパーソンモード
I'm actually
ビレ
probably
ッジの
most
メインス
excited
トー
for
リー
third
を
person
三人
mode.
称視点で楽しむことができます
I think it's gonna add something to the replay
一人
value
称
of the
視点で
game.
は見えなかった
Yeah.
イーさんの動きをたっぷり見ることはもちろん三人称視点ならではの恐怖も感じることができます
Well,
戦
another
闘
reason
は
to play through the
オリ
game
ジナル
again.
以上にシリーズファンには馴染みやすいプレイフィー
Now I
ル
just wish they would add it to
過去
7 so
作
we can have like
RE2
a
や RE3 で楽しめる
you know,
ガンアクションに加え
all
ガ
of
ード
them
や
in
切
the
り
over
返し
the
といった
shoulder.
ビレッジならではのアクション 限られたリソースをうまく使いこなして死に物狂いの状況から生き延びましょう。続いては新シナリオシャドウズ・オブ・ローズ。こちらも三人称視点でプレイできます。本編の16年後、イーサンの娘成長したローズのサバイバルが描かれます。
Yeah, they actually did jump
舞台
forward
と
in
なる
time.
意識の世界は恐ろしくも異様な非現実。
Oh, so this is all in a different realm.
さまざまな異形たちがローズの生気を求め迫ってきます。この世界ではたった一度のダメージが命取りになります。
Oh shit!
Oh, wow. Milf
秘められた力に悩むローズ。しかしこの世界ではその力が大きな助けになります。
Oh,
力で敵の
So
動
one
きを
hit
止め
and
て
we die. That's
急
not
所を
good.
めがけてい
you
ち
can
早く打ち
freeze
倒す。
enemies.
この生死を分かつ緊張感をぜひご体験ください。
It's gonna be tough.
3つ目のコンテンツは進化した
Okay. Okay,
ザ・
so-
マーセナリーズ・アディショナル・オーダー
Yeah, we'll talk about
ハイ
that
テンポなゲ
after.
ームプレイが楽しめるザ・マーセナリーズに追加ステージ、追加プレイヤブルキャラクター
I
が
do
参
like
戦
He
し
drinks the line.
さらに
Yeah,
重厚
get
なプレイ
drunk.
ボリュ
I
ーム
knew
の
it.
ゲ
That's
ーム
what
モー
Corey
ド
always
を
made
進
the
化。
joke that all lady D does all day is
ド
just
ミト
get
レスクや
drunk on
ハイゼンベ
wine
ル
and
クといった
yells
個
at
性的な
Ethan.
追加キャラクターがシリーズでも異彩を放つアクションを繰り広げます。
I like that they're adding more to mercenaries, more characters and stuff. I gotta play it again.
今回ご紹介した追加 DLC ウィンターズエクスパンション、本編と
So that
追加
did give us
DLC のセ
a
ット
little bit more
バイオハザード
gameplay
ビレッジゴールドエディションは10月
for the
28
third
日
person
発
mode
売予
and
定。
then the Shadows of Rose.
限定特典と
I
して
do like that Street
追
Wolf
加シナリ
outfit.
オシャ
I
ド
think
ウ
that's
ズ・オブ・
pretty
ロー
sick.
ズ
I
で使
want
用
that
で
in
きる
real
ロ
life.
ーズの衣装ストリートウル
Actually,
フアウトフィッ
probably
ト
knows
をプレゼ
somebody
ン
who
ト。
can make that for
ぜ
you.
ひご予約くださ
I
い。
think they're probably gonna sell it, but yeah, it'll be way cheaper to have somebody make it.
Yeah, no, like you'll be able to find that
さらに
jacket pretty
バイオ
easily.
ハザ
And
ー
my
ドビレッ
friend,
ジが
she could
新しい
she
プ
could
ラッ
put
トフォ
that
ームにも
decal on
登
the
場
back
しま
for you
す。
like that.
Cool.
こちらの MacBook Pro でも
Oh, there you go. Mac users. can
Wait,
play it.
what?
遊べるようになり
No,
ます
Max can't handle that.
Yeah, they can. They're powerful, dude.
Mac で遊
They
べる
actually
バイオハ
announced
ザ
that
ー
a
ドビレ
while
ッジが
ago.
2022年発売。アップルシリコンに対応したことで繊細なグラフィックをパワフルに表現することができました。 MacBook だけでなく M1 チップや M2 チップを搭載した全ての Mac でプレイ可能です。対応機種は公式サイトをご覧ください。
It's cool. More people get to play it.
私たちはより多くの方々にバイオハザードシリーズを楽しんでいただきたいと思っています。そこで今回任天堂スイッチクラウドバージョンの配信が決定いたしました。
任天堂スイッチで発売予定のバイオハザードビレッジクラウド。バイオハザードビレッジがインターネットに接続しながら遊ぶ
This is
ク
not
ラウドバージョンで登場。
I haven't played it
今ま
myself,
で
but I
ビレッ
heard
ジ
it
のプレイ
wasn't.
環境がなかった
great.
ゲームファンも遊べる
Dude,
よう
I
にな
saw
りま
some
した。
videos on it, and I saw some
発
reactions,
売日
and I
は
was like,
2022
wait,
年
we just
10
start
月
there. Like,
28
I
日。
appreciate
今回ご紹介した
people
追加コンテンツ
wanting
ウ
to
ィンターズ
make
エク
this
ス
a
パンション
thing,
は
Yeah.
12月
but
20
it's
日
ahead
配
of
信
its
予定
time.
で
We're
す。
just not there yet,
クラウドバージョ
technology-wise.
ンの動作を
Yeah,
確認できる体験版も配信
Stuff
中で
running
す。
on cloud on my Switch is a little rough at the moment.
And you've got really good
任天堂
internet
スイッチでの
now
クラウド
too.
バージョン
So
は
Yeah.
バイオハザード
It's
7、
cool they're bringing it
バイ
all
オ
to
ハザー
cloud.
ド
I mean, that would
バ
never
イオ
run
ハザー
on
ド
the Switch,
RE3
you know,
も配信予
natively,
定。
but let's just
バイオ
hope
ハ
it
ザード
runs
7の
well.
クラウドバージョンは無期限プレイ版として
hopefully,
予
like,
想
yeah,
よ
like
新
with
たに登
improvements
場
or
です。
something like that. Maybe in the future they'll run properly because they have done that. Like some games have done that,
Yeah.
where it was a cloud-based thing and then it ended
Oh,
up.
come on. I just hope we see some Resident Evil 4 gameplay. I don't think. Oh, there's VR. Okay, all right. We'll see some VR gameplay.
ここまでご紹介してきたバイオハザードビレッジですが、
Oh, guys, we gotta go to Japan so we can play this.
カプコンブースにてプレイステーション
You have anything in the rope funds
プ
left?
レイヤブルを実験中
Yeah,
で
we'll
す。
take whatever's left. Go
究
to
極の
Japan.
没入感が体感できますので、ご来場の方は
As far as you
ぜ
get is
ひ
just
カプコン
Germany.
ブースまでお越しください。
Here is a blank number,
続い
right? What, or
来
blank
年
check,
発売
right?
予
Whatever
定
number
こ
you
ちら
see
のタイ
fit.
トルからメッセージが届いています。どうぞ。
Here we go. Resident Evil 4.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの平林です。バイオハザード RE4 を発表させてもらって多くの皆さんからの反響をいただいております。本当にありがとうございます。本日皆さんにお伝えしたいことがありまし
Ooh, tell
て
us.
お時間をいただきました。
Tell us.
It's gonna come
バイオ
earlier.
ハザード RE4 は プレイステーション5をはじめ最新世代機に合わせて開発を進めておりますが、現行世代機での検討も続けておりました。
Oh,
この
really?
度
Oh,
この
nice!
場をお借りしてになるんですけれども、本作が
Oh.
プレイステーション4へ対応することをお伝えしたいと
Cool,
思
I
い
don't
ます。
need a PS5 now.
加えまし
Wow.
て、バイオハザード RE4 の最新情報なんですけれども、来月にバイオハザードショーケースを
Oh, we got Resident Evil Showcase coming. Hell
こち
yeah.
らで
I'm excited for
た
that.
っぷりと
I
本
was
作
hoping
の
for something
最
here, though.
新情報と魅力の方をお伝えできればと思いま
I
す。
woke up early for this.
それでは皆さん、バイオハザード
Oh,
シ
there's
ョ
gonna be a
ーケースで
showcase.
お
All
会いし
right,
ま
we
しょう。
at least have that to look forward to.
Okay.
That's gonna be big.
Oh, that's okay. I'm a little upset, but I mean they did say there wasn't gonna be anything from Resident Evil 4, so I kind of get it. But I mean it's coming to PlayStation 4. I didn't say Xbox One though. Only
こん
PlayStation
にち
4,
は。
PlayStation 5,
エグゾ
and
プライマル
Xbox
ディレ
Series
クターの平
and
岡で
Steam.
す。まずはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Brand new trailer. Exoprimal.
Space-time
Anyone
distortions.
interested in this? Tony, Baggy,
This
Andrew?
is the one that everybody
Puking out
thought
dinosaurs
that
all
was
over
going to
the
be
planet.
Resident Evil for a second.
I think they thought it was gonna be Dino Crisis.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
really
Victor,
cool.
I
It's
have been
just one of those
for
things,
3
it's
years,
like,
and
yeah,
Ivy won't
it's
own up to
cool,
Leviathan's
but-
malfunction.
Why not Dino Crisis?
Can you address the reports of exofighter patrols
Yeah.
on the island?
Yeah, I completely agree.
If I were more into this kind of genre, then I would definitely be interested in this, but I'm not really. This kind of stuff repels me.
Same thing. Repel is a good word to use.
Come on back. Drinks on me.
We'll see what more this game comes out and if it's worth getting, because it's still not selling me just yet.
Yeah.
1 minute, they could be helping
Oh,
you.
not the type of game for me. But I
The
mean,
next minute, they're shooting you in the
dinosaurs,
back.
red hair, female character. Does that not scream Dino Crisis? I mean, I know that's not all Dino
Yeah.
Crisis is, but
we can figure out how to destroy
you know what
the
I
bomb.
mean?
It's trying to build stronger exosuits, so it's pulling any
Bring
exofighter
back
down
Dino Crisis.
back into these
Like,
bloody
I
war
feel
games.
this game, if it had come out in like the 90s, would have ended up being more so like a
use it,
like a beat 'em up
the
in
more it
many
helps
ways. Like I could have seen this being a beat 'em up
Well,
back
that's
in the
not an
day.
option.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking like a hack and slash.
yeah,
Gaiden or something.
integration in 10 minutes. You stay locked in. Only you.
You repel me, says Wolfenstein. With the, that's Baggy's new thing. You repel me with the baggy emoji. That's her thing. That's her saying. You repel me.
We gain
That's
weight.
good.
It doesn't matter.
There you go, Becky. You got a catchphrase.
You repelled me into a corner and I started eating food, and now I look like this.
No, I look like you. Do the face, Baggy. Do the face. Baggy, you didn't do it.
Do me the courtesy of looking me in the face
Right
while
now?
you do it.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. You did it. She did the emoji.
Okay, pinky,
I mean, I
forefinger.
think the
back
thing
to
I'm
middle,
most excited
full
for is
wrist
there's going to be a
articulation.
Resident Evil showcase.
Then we do it in reverse. Begin.
Yeah.
But that's
October,
just
yeah.
What the
an
hell
event
are
to
you
get us
guys
excited
doing?
for another event.
It's a secret
True.
robot handshake.
Good morning, Victoria.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Team-based action. Well, at least it's cool. Like you can play with friends. That I will give it
カプコン
that.
が制作する
Yeah.
オンライン専用のチーム対戦型マッシブアクションです。
She did the thing.
今ご覧いただいた映像に含まれる最新情報をもう少し詳しく紹介させていただきます。本作の舞台は西暦2040年
Alright,
突如
Exoprimal
出現
comes
す
out in
る恐竜の群れによっ
2040. That's the release
て
date.
町や人々が襲撃される恐竜災害が発生する世界でプ
40?
レイヤー
No,
は
that's just
愛
when
勇
it
者
takes
に
place.
所属するエグゾソーツパイロットになることを決意します。そして2043年主人公たちが乗るキャリアがビクター島周辺を紹介
I
中
would
に
really
巨大なボルレックス
love
に
to
巻き込
do
まれ
that next. Is,
島に不時着
some
する
kind
とこ
of
ろから
Dino
物語
Crisis
が
short.
大きく動き始めます。愛勇者の
I'll be the
AI
dinosaur.
リバヤさんによって繰
I'll
り
be
返
the
される
raptor.
冒険時空を超えて現れる恐竜そしてエグゾファイター同士の戦闘プレイヤーはそのウォーゲーム
I
に巻
just
き込まれ
remember
生き残りをかけてリバヤさんに
somewhere
対
I
するビクター
have
のミッ
like
ションに
a
挑むことにな
binder
り
full
ま
of notes on
す世界
how I
の
would
に
do
迫
it.
る物語は
And
身
the
の触
like
る
the
を遊ぶこと
timeline
で
in
徐
chronological
々に解
order.
き明かされていきますここからは物語に深く関わる登場人物たちを紹介しますまずは主人公仲間たちからはエースという愛称で呼ばれていますプレイヤーの分身でありキャラクターメイキングで外見をカスタマイズ可能です主人公が所属する部隊ハンマーヘッズのメンバーも見てみましょう
部隊のリーダー的存在で一流のスーツ整備士ロレンツォ。クルーからはチーフと呼ばれています。
Back. My mic went out. Sorry.
続いては右腕が義手の技
I was
術
just
士
chanting
アルバー
Dino Crisis, and I said Andrew's idea of making Dino Crisis. Did you say it short, Andrew?
Yeah, I would love. I would kill. I want to try and do that after we're done with all this stuff.
Let's make it.
Resident Evil.
Super
物
fun.
語のキーパーソンも紹介します。
It's
ビクトア島の状況やウォーゲームの生き残り方を教えてくれる。
I don't know. What are you guys thinking of this event so far? Did it
もう一
meet
人
your
は
expectations?
ウォッチャーを従えているかのよう
That
な
was like
that's a
last year's
rose
TGS, basically, you know?
What's that,
果
Bags?
たして彼らはどん
It
な
was
に
very
パーフェクト
similar
な
to
の
the
でしょうか。
previous TGS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
そして今回
Like
の映像
similar
でも新
games,
たなエグゾスーツが登
showcase
場しました。
style.
キリイ
You
チ
know,
モンチという
developer
刀の武器
commentary.
に武者のような姿をした
Basically, all
村
I'm
雨。
thinking is like the last time.
ロールはタンク
Yeah,
で
they
す。
usually Capcom now recently kind of shows more at their own showcases that they just started doing. I think last year.
カウンターの発動する
Yeah,
と
right before
仮
Village
設
came
状態
out
に
was
な
when
り
they started the
一時
Resident
的
Evil
に戦闘能力
showcase,
が
and
強
now
化され
that's
ま
when
す。
we get like our
もう一体
plethora
は
of
魔法使
Resident
いのように
Evil
空を飛び、エ
stuff.
ーテルダンスによる攻撃
Oh,
と
yeah.
回復を行うスカイウェ
What
イズ。
event did
Here,
ロ
though.
ールはサポートで
I'm
す。
sorry, what was that?
敵の視
Yeah,
界を
here
妨
for
害する
anyone
エクス
invested
ジャ
in
マ
like
ー
these
は
games,
こういうだけ
Monster
でなく
Hunter, Street Fighter. I'm
敵チー
sure
ムの
this
エ
is
グ
like
ゾスーツに
awesome.
対しても
I'm
有
sure
効
it
で
is.
す。
Oh yeah.
重力で
Yeah.
敵を吸い寄せ
And
た
we're
り、
gonna keep streaming it because I know Tony's looking forward to the next game here.
敵の妨害をすることでチームを
Street
サポート
Fighter?
します。さらに
Yeah, yeah, you see him, he's hype, he's hype, and I know there's a lot of Street Fighter fans, and there's probably a lot of fans of this too in the chat. If you're looking forward to this, raise your hand in the chat. Just want to thank everybody here. We got almost 2,000 people. Thank you for coming by. Hope you enjoyed our commentary, and then almost 1,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for almost 1,000 likes. That is incredible. I appreciate that. That you guys enjoyed this event. We're gonna obviously we're gonna be doing the Resident Evil showcase live once that drops too.
And then they really won't show enough there, and then they're just gonna wait until Jeff Keighley's Game Awards near the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here's an, oh no, never mind. Neosaur.
Man, they are really trying to push this fucking game.
Dude, I think they're trying to capture their Monster Hunter audience.
I've seen a footprint of a Dilophosaurus in real life.
Really?
Here in Utah, yeah. It was in Zion on like a backcountry hike, and we were the guide, and he pointed it out. It was like a big slab of rock that had fallen from the top of a cliff, and it's just been sitting there ever since, but it had a Dilophosaurus footprint and some other dinosaur.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
It's one of the scariest dinosaurs ever.
I always think of Newman from Seinfeld, the Jurassic Park scene.
Yeah. He got spat at.
Yeah, it's a guy who got spat at. Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do Fortnite dances in this game.
Oh dear God.
They're definitely trying to capture that audience. There you go, you can have a dance group. Power Rangers, Tony. Look at their Power Rangers in the future.
It's exactly the discussion we were having before.
Really?
About replicating trends.
Yeah. Yeah, it is exactly. Yeah,
With,
you're right.
with their multiplayer projects, especially.
Yeah, a lot of trend-based. I mean, I get it from a company standpoint. All right, we got Mega Man Battle Network. Are you excited for this, Tony?
Oh, very. I love the. I played only the first two back in the day, but they were really a different spin on Mega Man that were really fucking fun. Especially because like you could take link cables, connect your games together, and you could fight your friend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love fighting my friends. In real life. Fist fight in the yard after the stream.
Bitch, you wouldn't fight me up in Michigan. So I wonder, is this gonna have an online play? Or oh wow, they're filtering it. Okay, those aren't too bad, but it kind of takes away the charm of.
I was gonna say it kind of looked like a bad filter. It just kind of blurred the lines.
Yeah, it takes away the beauty of sprite-based work, especially like something Capcom was so known for.
Yeah. That looks nice.
I'm Mega Man. I'll be your Navi while you play.
Holy shit, guys, it's Mega Man.
ペット画面を再現したタイトル選択画面では 3D の
That's
ロックマン
pretty
が
cool.
ボイス付きでナビゲートを担当。プレイ状況や操作に応じて様々なリアクションが返ってきます。そして 本作のディレクターを務めるあの江口名人よりコメントが届いております。
バトルオペレーション
Oh,
セットイン。
jacket is fucking
皆さ
awesome.
んお久
I
しぶ
was
り
gonna
です。
say I actually really like that coat.
I want
TGS の舞
that.
台にロックマンエグゼが帰ってきました。ロックマンエグゼアドバンスドコレクションエグゼ6から数えて約17年。こうして再び皆さんにエグゼ情報を発信できることをとても嬉し
Wow,
く
it's
思い
been
ます。
that long
さて
since the
ア
last
ドバンス
Battle
ドコレ
Network.
クション
Jesus
発
Christ,
表
they
から
pumped
しばらく
games
経
out
ち
a
ます
lot
が
back then.
Yeah, bro, we're
SNS や
old.
動画サイトでの盛り上がりを見て開発スタッフ一同とってもモチベーションが上がっています。ところで皆さんめっちゃ気になっていることありますよね。そう通信機能について
Oh shit, there is
安心
online
してください。
functions.
今でも僕らはつ
Hope
ながってい
so.
る。
It's 2022.
各シリーズ、
Yeah.
オンラインでの通信対戦やチップトレードなどの通信機
Oh,
能
they're
を
working
制
on it.
作中
You're gonna be
で
able to
す。
trade the
本作
chips
で
and
も皆さんを
everything.
つなげていきますよ。本当は綺麗に修繕してもらった白衣の話なんかもしたいのですが、今回お伝えできるのはここまで。その他詳細
See
は
that's a
今後発表され
real
る
that's
ところ
a
を
function
お
they
待ちくだ
needed
さ
to
い。
have
それでは
because
メジェ
you
ン
trading
でした。
because like if you don't understand, chips are what you download into the
メジェン
characters so
あり
that
がとうござい
they
ました。
can use special attacks.
本作
Okay.
では初代ロックマンエ
And
グゼから
that's something that was
ロックマンエ
really
グゼ
like
6までの
very unique
バージョン
about this
違いを含めた
franchise.
10
So
作
I'm
品を
I'm
収
really
録した
excited for that
お得な
option to
アド
play
バンスト
people
コレク
around
シ
the
ョンに
world and
加
my
えて
friends who are gonna get this
収録
game.
コンテンツを
You know what
I'll
this makes
definitely
me
be
want?
I'll
ボリューム
definitely be
1と
streaming
ボ
it.
リューム
Sorry,
2
what was that?
もそれぞれ
No, I'm
配信
sorry.
予定
I
で
was
す。
just gonna. This makes me want a Resident Evil original collection
公式サイトや
re-release.
ロックマンシリーズ公式ツイッ
The
ターより
the
お求め
original
ください。
trilogy remaster that. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
like PS5.
Throw in Survivor too at the same time.
Fucking throw in Code
それ
Veronica
で
while
は
you're at it.
本
We'll
日
take
の
it.
最後のタイトル
I know I'd be down for
ストリート
that.
ファイ
Like
タ
I
ー
mean,
6の
you
最
know, we
新
just
情
got
報
all
を
the
お届けします。
remakes on cloud pretty much. Why not at this point throw the originals?
Yeah, just do the remaster collection.
中山です
All
I
the
agree.
classic games. If they don't remake them, just remaster and put them out. Modern consoles. Oh, here's Street Fighter. Sorry, I'll be
本
quiet.
日は最新情報をお届けいたします。まずは映像をご覧ください。どうぞ。
Ooh, new trailer.
Here we
Ooh,
go.
baby, who we getting? I'm awake now.
Tony will take it from here.
God, this game looks so fucking pretty, man. Like they've really put an effort into this.
Yeah, I will say it does look really good. And I haven't played Street Fighter in quite a while, and I might be getting this game because it looks like a lot of fun. And I love their campaign, kind of like an open world concept.
You my new recruit?
Yeah, it really looks good.
So you make your character, that's dope.
You can make your own character. It is true.
We're just coach.
Turn it back up. Look at it, they're just punching each other in the streets.
This is really what Street Fighter needed after what had happened with 5 for a couple of years. This is. Oh my
It was
god.
just flying with their kicks. It kind of reminds me of like Saints Row, honestly, the way that they were changing their clothes
Yeah,
and
me
stuff.
too. The purple.
Yeah, I'm for it, honestly. If it's like a open world fighter, like sign me up. I'm down.
That's better than Saints Row.
That's better than Saints Row. Oh, Chun-Li! Let's get those Chun-Li legs in the chat.
Let's do it.
Oh, you.
Oh god, no, fuck! Get him out of here. Get his ass out of here.
Get his ass out. As that was always my favorite. Him, yeah, because he was the easiest to fight with. He had the stretchy arms.
Shall we begin?
Dalsim.
Showtime!
You know, earlier I saw
No!
Don't expect me to be a pusher.
one of the buildings had a Hagar Center on it. Is this like the Final Fight universe combined with Street Fighter?
They're in the same universe.
They are?
Yep, Final Fight
Okay.
is in the same universe as Street Fighter, which is why you guys think Cody and Guy from Final Fight and Street Fighter are going all the way back to the Alpha series.
Okay, interesting.
Oh wow. Oh no more Fox bullshit. Fuck that.
Is that Johnny Lawrence?
It's 10 after the war.
Tony, are you a fan of the Van Damme movie?
Oh god, yeah. It's bad, but it's good.
I agree. I liked it too. 'Cause it's bad, but it's good. It nails the '90s aesthetic, dude. I love that.
Of course.
Go to the arcade?
awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love this.
Battle.
This looks so good.
This actually reminds me of PlayStation Home, if anybody remembers that.
Yeah, it does. Yep. I'm a little sad that never took off. This
I was
online
sad
mode's
too.
super cool.
Ah, fashion. There we go.
So it looks like online you may not be able to use your.
JoJo shit. What the fuck?
I don't think you use your online character, or I don't think you use your in-game created character to fight online.
Probably not, or at least not yet.
Yeah. They just allow you to use their characters online, but you use him to get places.
Or if you do, yeah, you might copy movesets. That might be how it works.
That could be. The scrapyard's back though. That's sick.
I love that. So yeah, that looks really good. I'm liking this whole
いかがでしたでしょう
stuff
か
right here.
ストリートファイタ
Me
ー
too.
6ではワールドツアー、ファイティンググラウンド、バ
Fighting Ground,
トルハブ
World Tour, and
3つのメイ
Battle
ンモードを用意しています。まずはファイティンググラウンドの情報をお届けします。ストリートファイター6に参戦する新たな4人のキャラクターをご覧いただきました。
どうした？もう酔うのか？
まずはヨーガの達人ダルシムです。本作でも長いリーチと炎の技を操りトリッキーに攻めるキャラクターです。
That's why I always use them.
胸
He was
元のア
the
クセサ
easiest
リ
to
ーや
fight
衣装
with.
などが新しいデザインになっています。
Oh, they kept the critical arc from the fifth game in this.
気合い十分で壊す。
次に
Here's my
熱
boy
血
Honda.
力士エドモンド・ホンダです。豪快な力技と突進力を武器に戦います。
That's how I would
リ
fight.
トルシティで相撲とちゃんこ鍋を楽しめる
I
店
repel you,
相
and
撲
then
茶屋
just a
エド
big
モンドを
old bear
オープンさ
hug
せたようです
and a thousand fists.
I just roll into people.
You roll in him.
No, no.
You don't like him, Tony?
心優しい大自
Blanca
然
is
の
a
天使
piece
ブ
of
ランカも
shit.
登
I
場します。
fucking hate this character.
アマゾンで
He's
ツア
my
ー
favorite
ガイド
now.
をしている彼の新たな衣装が用意されました。空中から襲いかかるエリアルローリングが追加されブラン
Giving
カ
him
ちゃん人形を
aerial
使った技も
rolling
用意
shit
されてい
now.
ま
Oh,
す。
come on. He's getting projectiles now. He doesn't need this.
Tony's losing his shit.
最後に竜のライバルケンが登場です。
I'm glad we
見た
have
目
a
に
real
大きな
Street
変化が
Fighter
あるとい
fan
うんです
here
が
that can
どうい
actually
ったストーリーがあるの
make
でしょ
sense
うか
when they talk. I just like, oh yeah, I remember this from 20 years ago. That was a cool thing.
Ooh, there's a new move. Oh, it goes right into the axe kick. Okay. Oh, he's got that double leg. Oh,
バリエーション豊かな陣雷脚や
He's really big feet.
飛び上がって鋭い蹴りを放つ
Why are they so
劉備脚等新たな必殺技も習得し戦いの幅が広がっています。
there we go. Okay.
ストリートファイター6では新しいキャラクターやシリーズおなじみのキャラ
They
クター
said,
I hope that Ken's fun to play as. The last, like, Street Fighter 4 and 5, he was not fun to play as. He really hasn't been fun since the Alpha franchise or the Street Fighter Third Strike series.
続いて
Wolfenstein says Tony as a playable DLC. Well, technically, with created character, Tony will be in the game.
という新たな対戦コンテンツ
That'll
I'll
be
make
pretty
him and
cool.
go into lobbies with
勝
him.
敗を決めるルールと
And
対
I'll,
戦中に登場する
I'll make Tony and then I'll go into lobbies and I'll use the sumo moveset.
先に相手を
Yeah, there
5
you
回
go.
ダウンさせるルールに攻撃を当てるとバウンドする爆弾の
I hope you can
コンセ
download
プトで戦う
people's
など
created
ですね
characters. That'd be awesome.
ユニークなル
That
ー
would
ル
be
で
a
の対
really
戦となり
cool.
ます
They
ので
kind of did that with
いつもとは違
Dragon's
った
Dogma
体
when
験
you
ができる
created
か
those
と思いま
pawns,
す
you could send them to other
この
friends
他に
and
もフ
stuff.
ァイティンググラウンドには様々なモード
So
を
kind
用
of
意してあ
they
り
do
ま
that.
す
Oh wait,
楽
what?
しみに次は
Oh,
自動
that's
実況
cool.
機能に関する新情報です今回日本語実況にこの方たちに参戦いただきました映像をご覧ください
Wait, are we getting even more stuff or?
I think so.
I saw it was the Japanese commentary now, because in this game they actually got the commentators from like Evo, like all these big people like come in and be commentators. So
Really?
now they get the Japanese FPC scene in here too. Pretty cool.
Oh, crap.
ここは後ろに下がって劉備デッキャクしっかり当てていく
I think that really adds to it. It feels like you're watching like an MMA match and everything. I think it's really cool.
至極の一戦勝利しました。またとない素晴らしい一戦でした。
人間界の決闘というものを見せてもらおう。
Jesus.
全身全霊に戦うがよい。今のは見えていたんだろうね。もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。いいのが入った。
Okay, I'm digging this commentary. It's pretty cool.
It's cute.
いやー見事。これが相撲だっていうのがガンガン伝わってきた。
Did any of you guys used to watch the original Ninja Warrior on G4?
Yes.
Oh, I used to love the commentating on that show.
Yeah, that was good.
実況者に e スポーツキャスターとして知られる平岩康介さんに参戦いただきました。分かりやすく丁寧な実況で試合が盛り上がること間違いなしです。そして解説者にデーモン閣下に参戦いただきました。300年以上大相撲を観戦されてきた大ベテランです。各界のプレイヤーの皆さんの試合を盛り上げてくれます。ストリートファイター6ではバラエティ豊かな方たちに参戦していただけるよう心がけて制作しているので、今後の発表も楽しみにお待ちください。続いてはワールドツアーになります。プレイヤーの分身となる主人公はさまざまな師匠に出会い、ストリートファイトを通じて強くなっていきます。どんな師匠から何を学ぶのか、この世界で自分のストーリーを楽しむことができます。自分の分身となるキャラクターはさまざまなカプコンタイトルの開発経験に培った技術を盛り込んだエディット機能を使用して作成します。ここで少し実際のキャラクターメイキングを見てみましょう。
That's awesome.
A lot of options. Yeah, it's good.
Probably what I'm most excited for with this game is the open world and the creative character.
Yeah, this
I can't wait to make Tony.
Dragon Dogma level creation right here. Like you're doing everything. Holy shit! Oh my god, you can mix the hair color. That's crazy.
身長や体型だけでなく筋肉量やシワ、細かなところまでこだわりキャラクターメイキングをすることができます。作り出したキャラクターはショップで衣装やアクセサリーを購入し装備することでよりプレイヤーの個性を発揮できます。見た目はもちろん装備をすることでキャラクターの性能に変化があります。
Did you see they got the Resident Evil 4 Leon jacket in it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I
ルー
caught
クも言っ
that.
ている通りワールドツアーではこの世界の住人とファイトすることが可能です。さまざまなロケーションで即座にバトルが可能となり戦いを見ようとギャラリーも集まってきます。1対1や1対多数などバラエティーに富んだバトルもあります。主人公は師匠に入門することができ師匠のバトルスタイルを学ぶことで技やマスターアクションを習得することができます。もちろんファイトで使用できますが街を移動するとき探索するときその技は頼りになることでしょう。いかがでしょうか。世界を旅するストーリーに加え新たなアイテムの入手やカスタマイズなどワールドツアーはストリートファイターの世界に入り込んでストリートファイターの世界を体感できる全く新しいものとなります。
Street Fighter, sorry, Soul Calibur 3 or 4. I think when Tekken got into the you didn't get to make a character, but you could customize existing characters.
Oh yeah. I love that Mortal Kombat in Armageddon. That was like my favorite. You could create your own character.
That's such a fun game.
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite Mortal Kombat game because of that. And they had like every single fighter ever.
It was like Tekken Tag Tournament, but you also get to like create your own character as
バトルハ
well.
ブ内でトーナメントに参加することも可能です。ショップではさまざまなアイテムを用意しています。アバターをカスタマイズして楽しみましょう。ゲームセンターのゲーム筐体では懐かしのタイトルも遊ぶことができます。どんなタイトルが遊べるのか楽しみにお待ちください。DJ ブースで会場を盛り上げたりフォトスポットで写真を撮ったりすることも可能です。たくさんの遊びの要素を盛り込んでいます。バトルハブという空間は皆さんが毎日訪れたくなるような場所として開発を進めております。楽しみにしていてください。 最後にこちらの映像をご
These
覧くだ
guys
さい。
like know what they're doing when it comes to Street Fighter. Like those last couple of Street Fighter seasons were really good.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter might have stole the show today, just for like new cool thing. Could be a Jabberwocky and a dance through. We were just making fun of Exoprimal for their dance stuff. Street Fighter's got it too. But it's cooler in Street Fighter, I don't know.
お待たせいたしました。ストリートファイター6のクローズドベータテストの実施が決定しました。
on all platforms.
こちらの期間内にご参加いただけます。本日紹介したバトルハブを体験することができます。参加人数に限りがございますので、ぜひスケジュールや申し込みの詳細をストリートファイター6の公式サイトでご確認ください。皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。今後も公式サイトやツイッターでストリートファイター6の最新情報を公開予定です。さらに日本時間明日9月16日金曜日24時より特別番組ストリートファイター6スペシャルプログラムを放送いたします。ここでは語りきれなかったより詳しい情報をお伝えしますので、見逃しなく。引き続きストリートファイター6をよろしくお願いいたします。
Do you know anybody else noticed that one that was twirled up over here?
ここからはカプコンの各種情報をお届けするコーナーです。まずは e スポーツの情報です。こちらの映像をご覧ください。
What do we got next?
Capcom Pro Tour 2022.
Street Fighter's got a good soundtrack.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm not really a fan of the hip hop style that they're going with the new game, the Street Fighter 6. I know that they're trying to harken back to Street Fighter Third Strike, but I'm sure they're gonna have the original theme songs and music that everybody loved from the old game too. Daigo, my friend fought against him years ago, and it was just he got completely destroyed.
Well, it's still cool to say you got to go up against him.
Oh yeah. Same with Justin Wong. Like my buddy flew out to this giant tournament and like he went up against Justin Wong, who's one of the greatest Street Fighter players of all time. And he's like, really? Like,
yeah.
He got eliminated right out the bat.
続いては人気タイトルがお求めやすい価格になったセールのご紹介です。東京ゲームショー2022の開催を記念して、各国の人気タイトルが期間限定でセール実施中です。
Probably the announcement that we're gonna have a Resident Evil showcase next month.
I think so too. I agree.
合わせてセール中ですので、この機会をお見逃しなく。
Yeah, for me it was probably Street Fighter at this point.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. That was a good showcase. プレイの機会を逃していたタイトルがないか、ぜひチェックしてみてください。
Yeah, definitely the Resident Evil stuff for me.
Yeah.
日本時間明日9月16日金曜日24時より特別番組
I think Street Fighter was the best part of the presentation, but I think for the Resident Evil,
ここで
obviously
語りきれなかった
including
より詳しい情報をお伝えしますので、お見逃しなく。
So they did Rocky said in the chat anything about Resident Evil 4? Yeah, they did announce that it's coming to PlayStation 4.
バイオハザードシリーズ4作品の紹介映像をご覧ください。
That cloud stream and stuff, man, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. Resident Evil Cloud
Strife. I don't know. It just like I appreciate companies being ambitious and stuff, but why? Because like you need to play cloud gaming like you can't play it on the go.
You can't. Yeah, you have to be connected to the internet.
So that kind of makes it worse. I feel like. I mean, I'm all for everybody being able to play games, but we also kind of want those games to work.
Yeah.
We're just not there yet with cloud gaming.
3 more fan favorites are also on the way. My jam, dude.
say what you want about 3, but its presentation and its cutscenes fucking kick ass.
Yeah,
Beautiful, yeah.
I agree with you.
The 3 remake.
Yep. Yeah.
I think my favorite part of that game was the very opening when she's on the phone, and then all of a sudden, bam! I'm right in your apartment.
Yeah, guy goes full Kool-Aid man. It's like, oh yeah! It's just like, okay, I did not expect that early.
最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
It really was like
Gimp
like
Nemesis,
like
all wrapped up in his leather trash bags.
Yes.
I still don't get that, man.
The garbage bag Nemesis.
Yeah. I
Someone
think that's
threw
it.
him out and he was like, "No, I'm back."
Yeah, that was it, guys. All right, so that was the full showcase. I mean, there's not a ton to talk about there, so we won't discuss it too long. But obviously, I'm just gonna put it back to the Resident Evil section while we talk about it. Let me move back here. Okay, so let me just get that. So the only bit of Resident Evil 4 Remake we got was the announcement that it's coming to PlayStation 4, which is super cool. I mean, new consoles are still, I mean, not Xbox isn't, but PlayStation 5 is still incredibly difficult to get. Not only that, but they up the prices, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous when people can't even buy it to begin with. But the fact that it's coming to PlayStation 4, so users who did not get lucky enough or don't have the funding to get a new console can play it, I think that's amazing. They announced, they showcased a gameplay for third-person mode, which I'm probably the most excited for out of everything coming out, that in VR. And then they showcased new gameplay from the Shadows of Rose DLC, which was a little bit more context to what it's going to be about. It all takes place in the Shadow Realm. And it's going to be very difficult with one-hit kills, and Rose's superpowers is she can freeze enemies, which... I don't know. How do you guys feel about superpowers? Her having the superpowers to freeze enemies?
I feel that it's okay because like we kind of knew she was a supernatural kid anyway, so I think there's probably gonna be like a limit to how many times you can use it. Maybe you have to like run away, let like your meter charge up before you can freeze an enemy again, because it looks like you get killed in one hit from these enemies. So
yeah.
I feel if there's kind of like a level to where you have to recharge your powers, I think that's okay. I think that's gonna be fine. Not like in how in RE6 you can just kind of go full melee crazy and shit, even though you have a like a stamina meter. But I think it's okay.
Yeah,
I think that we kind of figured that Rose would end up being like that. And when you really think about it, Ethan kind of was like that because of all the the damage he took and stuff. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
And it's yeah, I'm kind of okay with it because it's kind of like it's a bonus thing that they weren't going to do. If it was in the main game where you had superpowers, I wouldn't be a big fan of that. But because it's kind of this separate thing, I think it, and it looks like it's going to be challenging, so maybe it'll balance the game a little better. What about you?
Yeah.
What about you, Baggy?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it actually adds cohesion to the whole arc of the Winterses in 7 and 8, because if you remember the end of Zoe's DLC, the whole like thematic element of freezing people, of calcification, you saw Zoe kind of coated in these icy crystals, and Evelyn did that, and kind of bringing that power of the molded through Evelyn into 8 with Rose, and then applying that power of calcification to Rose. I think that's a nice wraparound to kind of having this connection to all the creatures, and the power of the molded, of it being this power of calcification. And I think working that into the gameplay itself is a very strong way to like string it all together. We saw even with the early demos of Village, this whole concept of collecting crystals. What happens to these beings when they are destroyed? They become crystals because they are, the way that they're tying this element of ice and like freezing together into the storyline of the molded and Evelyn and now Rose. I think it's actually really clever, and I would be against the whole superpower aspect as a whole, but the thing is, they're already starting to develop Heisenberg and Lady D with their crazy powers for the mercenaries, and I think that if they're going to take this idea, they may as well run with it and give Rose what she should be able to do as well. So I think overall, it's a very well-rounded decision, and it lets us play with something new. So, yeah, there's that. There's that whole tying this story back to the story of Resident Evil 7. What was Evelyn capable of? What is Rose now capable of with similar molded powers? And calcification looks to be her kind of signature ability, and I think that's cool. So
Yeah, you always say things way better than I could. You explained that very well, Baggy.
Biggie does big words, big words.
She does big words.
Big words.
Yeah. How about you, Andrew? What are you thinking about this DLC?
I think it'll be fun. I like the game. I played the game a bunch. I just have a hard time relating to any of it, just because I'm such a fan of the originals. So I don't know. It'll be fun to play for sure. But yeah.
I hear you. It's something new coming out, and it'll tie us over until Resident Evil 4 Remake comes out. I am looking forward to it and seeing this gameplay. It's kind of what I was expecting. So I'm excited for it. It does kind of make me want to go back through and play 7 and Village again. So maybe we'll have some time to do that before it comes out. I'm not too against her having the powers. I mean, it does make sense the way, Beggy explained it too, but I mean, it is something that's coming out. Plus, there's going to be an addition to the Mercenaries mode, which is going to give me another reason to play that again. So again, it's all stuff to tie me over until Resident Evil 4, the one that I'm really excited for, is coming out. And they did showcase a decent amount of gameplay to not give away too much during this. I do want to point out here in this Resident Evil 4 portion, I paused it actually for a second because nobody really brought it up, but if you check out here, it's really cool, and I do want this. Right there, I'll pause it. Look at his shirt. He's got a Resident Evil 4 Remake shirt with the chainsaw, and standing on the chainsaw is little Dr. Salvador right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is awesome.
Oh, I didn't even know.
So, Dr. Salvador confirmed for the Resident Evil 4 Remake, as he definitely should be.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. So they got
hope he gets better representation in that than he did in the Resident Evil Netflix series.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't watched all of that. Yeah, I don't know.
You're not going to at this point.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
I haven't even.
But that shirt is cool, and it's like the chainsaw's kind of in the same artwork style that they did the Resident Evil 7 artwork for, which I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
It's true. That's like a callback to how they started with that, with like the gears and the kind of like mechanical artwork for 7. That's true. Yeah.
I do love that art style, but overall, what do you guys think about the event? Let us know in the chat. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. We got a lot of support in the chat, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you guys for all coming by to hang out and for the support. I'm going to read that real quick. So we got Jimmy the Zombie. Welcome to Row Squad Alpha Team. Actually, that was the last one I read. I left off on that. And then scrolling up here, we got Tyrant Cheeks next. Member for 16 months, Row Squad Alpha Team. Thank you, Chelsea, for the continued support. We appreciate that. Or Tyrant Cheeks. She's got the Silent Hill symbols there, the Halo of the Sun and the hype. Appreciate that. Gamer Goob, member for 27 months, Row Squad Alpha Team. Thank you for over 2 years, Gamer Goob. Hope we get a demo today or shortly. Row Squad. Well, I guess you got the demo for the cloud version of Resident Evil Village. That's unfortunately the only demo we got today, but I'm sure we're going to have something at the Resident Evil Showcase. I don't know if they said specifically when that's going to be. We got Harold Curtis, member for 8 months, Row Squad Recruit. Thank you for almost a year, Harold. I'm very happy to be a part of the group. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of it, man. We appreciate that. We got Breezes, new member. Welcome to Row Squad Recruit. Spam those custom emojis. You've unlocked them, and let's all welcome Breezes to the Row Squad. Thank you. Hector Resident with a €150 super chat and some cake. Thank you, Hector Resident, for the support again. David Mallory, member for 34 months, Row Squad Recruit. Thank you for that long-time continued support, David. Hey JJ, hey Tony, hey Beggy, and hey Andrew, hey chat. How's it going, man? All Things Horror, member for 8 months, Row Squad Alpha Team. Thank you for almost a year. Cloud versions are so lame. Do better, Capcom. I mean, they are extra for those that have a Switch, and I'm happy they're getting it into more people's hands with the Mac version, the cloud versions. I just wish cloud versions worked better. I know from my personal experience, it's very slow. It's a little laggy. Maybe it's not like that for everybody, but, agree. Krakatorn with a £2 super chat. Thank you so much, Krakatorn. She's Majesty, like you'd call a queen or a Regina. Yeah. Tater Boob with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Tater Boob. If Capcom wants a sci-fi Monster Hunter, they should mash up Destiny with Lost Planet. I forgot about Lost Planet. Customizable armor, weapons, and mechs, and a lot of potential. Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. That would make more sense. You were a fan of Lost Planet, right, Tony?
Yeah, I enjoyed Lost Planet back in the day.
I remember the first one I played quite a bit. It was fun. I don't know. I never played the second one.
It's all three of them are available on Xbox backwards compatibility.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because we all know the Steam versions ain't working.
Yeah, that's cool. We got Nero Redwood with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Nero. Imagine people doing their own Battle Hub tournaments in Street Fighter 6. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be, what out of all the things showcased for Street Fighter, Tony? What was something you were looking forward to the most from that?
What, from the Street Fighter one?
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping to see some new characters, which we did. We actually got Ken, Blanca, and Honda, which was really cool. Oh, and Dalsim as well, which again, they weren't full on character trailers, but they did good enough to show them off to see what they can do.
Yeah.
And that whole battle hub situation of just creating your own character in its own world and everything that they're putting into it. They're not just giving you the chance to make your own character. There's a whole world and a story apparently, and that character customization, I haven't seen a character customization that well detailed really since the newest Soul Calibur game and Dragon's Dogma.
Good that they're getting there with that.
Yeah, like they're because like for those who, I'll keep this short, Street Fighter V wasn't the game that a lot of people wanted. Then the final 2 seasons of the game that the new producers took over, they understood. So Street Fighter V ended up being a really good game by the end of its run, and now these guys are in charge of 6, and these guys also get it. Like Capcom knows that they probably made mistakes, and now they have the right people doing the right thing, and they're letting them do the things that are working. And I think from all these trailers that we're seeing, people are just happy, and I'm happy with it. Like I said, I love Street Fighter V at the end of its run, and I'm really liking how Street Fighter 6 is looking. So
yeah,
I think anybody who's a Street Fighter fan, and even I think this is going to be the game also that for casuals, the thing that Capcom wanted with Street Fighter V, they're gonna have with Street Fighter 6 now. Casuals are gonna jump into this and really like it. I feel.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how much I am pulled in by like the whole fighting game mechanics and the aspect of that in Street Fighter, but like just the ability to create a character and like fly around with the Chun-Li kick and like some level with my friends. The prospect of that is what is the biggest allure for me. So
yeah. All right. Krista Ward with a $5. Thank you for the support, Krista. Hey, guys, what's going on? Did I miss anything Resident Evil yet? Also, love you guys. P.S. Leon is daddy. Yeah, I mean, we just kind of recapped it and broke it down and gave our thoughts on a lot that was shown. It wasn't honestly too much. If you were expecting Resident Evil 4 gameplay, they didn't showcase that. The only Resident Evil 4 news was that it was coming out for the PlayStation 4. Aside from that, we got a Resident Evil showcase coming up, which will have a lot more. So stay tuned for that. We have King Grogu SW Roges with a member for 6 months, Roll Squad Recruit. Thank you for half a year, King Grogu. Squaddy's thoughts on Resident Evil 2 through 7 on Switch now. Me happy. I think we already covered that. It's great for people to get it into more people's hands if you're okay with cloud gaming and your internet is capable. Nero Redwood with a $5. Thank you for the support again, Nero. Now I'm more excited for Street Fighter 6, learning Chun-Li's moveset. Oh yeah, I was just talking about her flying kicks, which I think is awesome. Reflex Construction, welcome to Rose Squad Alpha Team. Thank you so much for your support. Spam those custom emojis, you've unlocked them, and let's all welcome Reflex Construction to the Rose Squad. We got Nick Castle with a $1 super chat and the golden cheeks. Thank you so much for that, Nick Castle. Clap those cheeks. And then lastly, we got Fernando Farr with a 100 ARS super chat. Thank you so much for the support, Fernando. I'm sorry. We appreciate that. I'm mad to that this will come to the PS4 too. It's no more next gen game RE4 Remake. I've got the Series S. Hope Capcom won't mess it up. Greetings from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Well, thank you for that support. I'm not mad that it's coming to the PS4. I think it's awesome that it's coming out. Maybe you worded that wrong. It's no more next gen. I mean, it's still going to be next gen. They made it for next gen. They're just going to probably take a lot of the fidelity and the particle effects and stuff out for the PS4 version. But it's getting into more hands now, which I'm happy for.
Yeah, like I think that's like one of the best things to do for that, because people have to understand something. A lot of games that are coming out for PS5 and they're still coming out for PS4, they work and run fine. This isn't the era where it was PS3 to PS4 and games like The Evil Within and Dragon Age Inquisition and GTA 5 were kind of bad on the PS3. But, you know, we're still at a point where this current gen of like last gen of PS4 games, you know, or they're coming out on 5, can still run on PS4 pretty good. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna see Spider-Man, 2 on PS4, but I think because this game has probably been in development a lot longer, they probably began it maybe on the PS4, knowing that it would end up on PS5, kind of like what they did with Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I think this is great. I think it's a good way to help sales with the game, because again, think about this logically. Nobody can get a PS5 right now. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
So that leaves you with just Steam, and of course
expensive.
the Xbox Series, the Xbox era too. There's that. But if you still have PS4s, which everybody has at this point still, you have more of a chance to reach your core audience, your audience of people who are going to get into this franchise, like they did with 7 and Village. Now 4 is going to be another gateway for a lot of people. You want that PlayStation 4 era, and I think that knowing how Capcom has been and what they've done, I don't think they're going to mess it up, the 4 port. I think for the PS4, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, they've proven themselves. But I think that pretty much sums up the event in our thoughts. Tony, Baggy, and Andrew, is there anything you would like to say in closing?
I'm happy with what we saw today. I can't wait for the actual Resident Evil showcase. I really don't want to see much more on Rose. I kind of want to be surprised, but more stuff on RE4 Remake, that I want to see, because they have a bit more to show off for that. But other than that, I was pretty happy today. I gotta say, it was worth waking up around 8 o'clock this morning.
How about you, Baggy? Any closing?
I'm definitely really excited for all the Mercenaries editions. Want to play as Lady D, as Heisenberg. Just looks really crazy what Village has kind of become, especially in coupling that with Rose's powers now being a part of the DLC. So it's really becoming its own thing with the Gold Edition, but that's okay. And I love that third person is a official, an official third person mode for Village. That's like very nice. Going to be possibly, the definitive way to experience this game. So excited for those, excited for the Resident Evil showcase coming up, and of course any RE4 Remake news that comes with it. So good stuff.
Awesome. What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I think all the Resident Evil stuff was fun, but I think the best part I had about this stream was how excited Tony was about Street Fighter.
Yeah, that was the highlight.
But yeah.
Very good, very good. All right, guys. I'm just looking forward to that Resident Evil showcase, honestly. Can't wait to see some more Resident Evil 4 gameplay. I'm pretty much already sold on the Rose, so I don't need to see any more, and the third person looks great. Can't wait to experience VR with the PSVR 2 when that releases, but a lot to look forward to. So guys, what did you think of this showcase? What are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the chat or in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this live event, please hit that like button. It lets us know what you guys like to see on this channel. And if you guys enjoy this, we'll do more live events, and it helps the channel. So thank you so much for over 1,300 likes to everybody joining us this early in the morning. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for always coming by and hanging out with us. It means a lot to us, so thank you so much. Guys, we're going to be closing it off there. But again, let us know your thoughts, and we'll catch you in the next one. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you tomorrow here at the Residence of Evil, where we'll be live, continuing our final road to Village. We're going to be playing Revelations 2 DLC, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So have a good day, guys, and we'll hopefully see you back here at the Residence of Evil. Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.